Alright, here are some of the things I did to my personal Hi-Point C9 handgun. These were things that I just decided to do. They're pretty easy to do. Anybody can do them. Just make sure to take your time with it. Don't rush yourself. I like doing things like this to handguns such as the Hi-Point because, well, the Hi-Point is so cheap that if I messed up, it wouldn't be a real big deal. Again, if you're going to do these things, take your time. Don't rush it, and I'm sure you'll be pleased with the results. First noticeable thing I did was I changed the color of the grips on each side, you can see. And let's see if I can get it to focus in there. The rear sight block there. I used Krylon OD Green spray paint, flat color. What I did is I used fine grit sandpaper to roughen up the surface a little bit. It gives the paint a little bit something to bite onto. And I used 2 coats. Spray 1 coat, let it dry, and then go ahead and spray another light coat. Pretty durable. You'll notice that it actually improves the grip just a little bit because of the more rougher texture of the paint. It gives you a little bit better grip than the standard smooth polymer that these come factory in. The only reason I did the sight was to add just a little bit of contrast to the colors. The sight, let's see if I can't get it to focus on the sight here. The sight, I didn't do any sanding or anything like that. All I did was just sprayed 2 coats on it. And as you can see, I'm using the Ghost Ring sight. The other thing I did was apply some grip tape to the bottom of the trigger guard. That's so that way my support hand has good purchase around the trigger guard. Feels a little bit more secure in my hands. Not that these have a high recoil anyway, because they don't. But that's a nice little add-on to have. For me anyway. Another thing you notice is the polishing. I didn't polish the barrel itself, as you can see. But I did polish the chamber area here. The chamber hood and whatnot. I also did polish the, might be hard to see in there. I did polish the feed ramp. And I also did some polishing work on the internals here, the firing pin channel and whatnot, just so that way I reduce friction as much as possible. That's pretty much what I did to my personal Hi-Point. I wanted to give it a distinctive look, but still keep the lines clean. I know what you're thinking, clean lines and Hi-Point shouldn't go in the same sentence, but I think you get what I'm getting at. It's still an ugly pistol, but it's a little bit of a nicer looking ugly pistol. So if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. Again, anybody can do this, you just got to take your time. I like some of the customizations I see on YouTube. The best one I've seen so far is the Tiger Stripe Hi-Point. I think it was a 45. That one was really a nice customization, I thought. Had a lot of attitude to it. But in any case, it's something fun to do. Especially when you go out to the range, shoot something like this, and they kind of look at that and they're like, hey, that's a Hi-Point, isn't it? And you tell them, yeah, and they're like, wow, what kind of model is that? And they're kind of confused. And then, you kind of let them in and say, hey, I customized it. It's not some special model from the factory. So in any case, hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.